We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Arkansas's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better.
He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Dropping back, it's Green. Dances away to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes out on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, and thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give out of the gun. No, what a move! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the running game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Guys, the Deep South's oldest rivalry is writing another chapter today, and we're pleased to document it. Auburn and Georgia, and here's a quick update. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense... Offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Back to pass, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you...
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On second down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Pulls and fires complete. The Vols have a first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
To the air on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home,
and he's running in the open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
you got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. midfield. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The back goes in motion. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And the timing just a hair off.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 85 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. After that, latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Open space at the 25. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going downfield for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grab near the marker. It's White. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give to the single back. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Tennessee, 24, Arkansas, 21.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Sampson. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Vols want to move quickly. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On third down, he drops to throw. Slips away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself ready.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Haas. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Selden. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a second down play. Running it to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run it to the right. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively.